Steve the Heater. Can he heat the heat?
I know I can't sing.
Can he heat? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You are listening to the Anfield Humidor Podcast. My name's Brian. This is Andrew. Go ahead, buddy.
What's up, man? The Reds take an amazing 3 points at Anfield against the handball begging, Guardiola panic attack having, should have kept Kyle Walker in goal, losing squad that is Manchester City. Or should we call them the artists formerly known as Manchester City?
Liverpool, top leg. Liverpool, top leg. Liverpool, top leg.
Well,
Liverpool, top leg.
a beautiful strike from about 1.5 miles away by Fabinho and 2 dirty headers from the boys, Mo and Mane, led us to win the game 3-1. All the chanting at Carragher's Bar in New York City has left me with no voice, Brian questioning what a handball is.
What is it?
And we are ready to look to Crystal Palace next Saturday. So today we got our real fake news. We got some game chat coming up. We got Alea quotes and a collection of interviews we had outside of Carragher's right after that stunning win. This is the Anfield Humidor Podcast. Stay tuned. All right, well, we're back.
We're only back when I say we're back.
We're back.
Okay, we're back.
All right. I'm glad you're that easy to that easy to sway. Well, what's up, man?
Oh,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. My voice is not as bad as yours.
Oh, it's bad.
But I'm feeling pretty good. We won, so I don't really care. But yeah, it was.
Did you have fun?
Did I have fun?
Did you have fun?
Best time ever.
Best time ever.
Best
Best
time
place ever.
Oh, Carragher's the best.
It's like the atmosphere you feel when you walk in that bar.
Yeah, when any Scouser that we've met there, they're always so impressed by the atmosphere. You know, like I'll tell you what, that place is something else.
Yeah,
it's something else.
They do a good job.
That's our version of going to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean,
It really is.
that place fills up wall to wall.
Yep.
Wall to wall, chanting, screaming, beer everywhere.
Yeah, you got to get there however many hours early for a big game, 3-4 hours early, just to get anywhere decent in the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah. Then once they open the place up, we just walk all the way to the bar we want to go to, filled up already.
Yeah, it was full.
It was full.
It was full.
Yeah, it was pretty
we
sweet.
watched the entire Man United game there too.
Yes.
Right before. I mean, who'd they play? Brighton?
Yeah,
Yeah, Man United, Brighton.
Yep.
Couldn't pull it away, Brighton. But
Nah, sorry.
It was
All
fun.
right.
It was
Fake
fun.
news.
Got
Fake
no
news.
voice. Going into the real fake news segment. Here we start. We'll start off big. Real fake news. Liverpool headlines brought to you by 2 idiot, sore, and tired Americans on the other side of the globe. Some are real, some are fake. You decide. I'm going to keep cutting you off.
It's going to be that type of podcast.
It's gonna be
is
that
it?
kind of podcast, bro. We're back.
And I guess you get to go first as well. So go ahead, Andrew.
All right, you got to unlock your phone. No, you don't. You don't have the Face ID set up?
No, it's too much time.
You suck.
It takes too
All
much
right.
time.
Real fake news. The FA is conducting a drug investigation after PCP was detected in Pep Guardiola's urine after Liverpool's clashed with Man City on Sunday. Milner is also facing major fines after getting caught on CCTV placing a urine contaminant system underneath.
Containment.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Contaminant works too.
Yeah.
A urine containment system underneath Manchester's dressing room toilet. The FA has a busy investigative month in front of them.
All right. Virgil van Dijk acclaimed Liverpool. Okay, I'm sorry.
Real fake news.
I'm not a reporter, people. All right, here we go. Virgil van Dijk acclaimed Liverpool's 3-1 victory over Manchester City as a bit special, but insisted no one within the dressing room is getting carried away by the team standing at the Premier League summit. Nevertheless, while delighted by the outcome of a satisfying Sunday afternoon's work, Van Dijk explained why it's far too early to draw conclusions from their position in the division.
I love that, man.
Very true.
I love that,
very
man.
True. We're all very excited, but it is still young. Andrew?
Prior to the Liverpool versus City battle, I know I have no voice. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Your long-term listeners, it's coming back next week. We promise. We have something going on next week, man. We got to get our voices back.
Yeah?
International break,
Yeah?
partnership.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we got to get our voices back.
We
We'll
do.
work on it. He who must not be named yet. Prior to Liverpool versus City's battle, Manchester City reinforced all of their bus windows with double-layered bulletproof glass. City released a statement saying, "We must protect our soft little athletes from bottles thrown by the Liverpool supporters. We can't have any more of our players sending us complaint cards about the scary Liverpool supporters. And we suck as a club, and we're 9 points behind Liverpool. Did I mention we suck?" Oh, it's funny.
Yeah,
Brian?
I love it. I love it. Hey, let's get right into this game, man. Right into this game. How far are we in here?
Brian, you got one more headline, bro.
Oh, I got one more headline.
I'm like, Brian?
What?
Hello?
Oh, my goodness. What a train wreck. All right, here we go. Mo Salah put in a much improved performance. Yes, he did. And scored what turned out to be the game-winning goal at Anfield. But he also took a very heavy tackle on his already damaged ankle. Thankfully, the Egyptian forward continued playing, but ESPN suggests that there are those within the Reds camp who are significantly concerned about the problem flaring up again.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that was scary when he was down.
It was a hard hit.
Yeah.
It was a hard hit.
And is it gonna constantly be a problem? I
Yeah.
mean, and losing him would be brutal. Would be even when he's not in form. Brutal. Hopefully it doesn't happen. All right, can we get into the game now?
Let's get into the
Do
game
I have
chat.
any more headlines? No?
Now we're in the game chat.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
3-1 over Manchester City. Could you have asked for a better game? Maybe.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet? Okay. But did you expect that going into that game?
No.
No.
What did we say? We were at a Starbucks or a coffee shop right before, and you were like, "So what do you think about the game?" And I was like, 2-1. And you're like, "Okay, but what do you think about the game?"
Yeah. And then everyone in line right before we got into characters, we all said, draw. We're fine with the draw.
Draw.
Yeah.
Take a draw.
Yeah.
And-
Just like last year, we took a draw with them.
And look what they did to us.
Yes. I mean,
Look what they did.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Let's talk about Klopp's post-match
Can we
conference.
talk about that first? Let's talk about that
let's
first.
talk about that. So, Klopp said, let's see, he said he didn't know, or he was surprised when someone told him how many points we had, which just kind of plays into the fact that Liverpool are taking this one game at a time. Like, he really was caught off guard. Like, oh, that's cool.
How many points? Oh, 34.
Yeah.
34. That's so cool. It's the situations when we have these points.
But that statement really gives me a lot of hope that we do have a really good chance of winning. You know, I don't know.
Game at a time.
Game at a time.
Game at a time.
Yeah, you could
Game at a time
easily,
mentality.
as a manager at that point, say, yeah, we're so happy to be 9 points ahead. You know, but he just doesn't. They're not even thinking about that, and it shows how. I mean, it reflects on how the team performs as well. They kind of perform the same way every week. Obviously, they're going to play better sometimes, worse other times, but they're always going. You know, they're always giving it their all for the most part. And they did that this game. They did it.
Yeah.
And so Klopp's like, we focus on each game as it comes, and that's how they got to keep. That's how they got to keep doing it if they're going to win. If they're going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in the fact that you have this 8-point cushion, not 9. You have this 8-point cushion. You can't get caught up in that. And but look at what Liverpool do when they are down a goal in a game. That also, it seems like nothing.
They have 5 wins this out of their 11, 5 I think, where they have given up the first goal.
Yeah, and
5, and then come back and win.
Right. That just plays into their not caring attitude, which is weird. You know what I mean? That's like a staple of any type of sporting event. When you go up, the other team seems to press forward, and that's typically the way it goes. I mean, that happened in this game a little bit when we were up 3-1. You know what I mean? But so going on that, they go down a goal in a game, and they tough it out to the end. And hopefully, if they can keep that tough it out to the end mentality, I'm not saying they're definitely going to win, but they have the best chance of winning. Doing that.
Yeah. I mean, so they have the best chance of winning the league.
Yep.
So we're 8 points up in the league.
Right.
We're 8 points over Leicester and Chelsea. And then we're 9 points over Man City. Can't yell. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying really hard.
It's a more subdued podcast today.
But I didn't really explain it. I yelled. I was screaming chants. So
I have a video. I have a video on my GoPro, and it was only 6 minutes into the game, and I heard you scream. You screamed something, and your voice cracked already.
Yeah.
6 minutes into the game, you had no voice, yet you still powered through.
Yeah, it cracked bad. It cracked really bad. I don't know. I give it my all. We don't get to chant. We live in Jersey.
What's hurting more? Pep's ego or your voice box? What do you think?
I mean, Pep will probably tell the doctors nothing's wrong with him because he lies. So. But
and he's on PCP.
And he's on PCP.
You know what I mean?
So they won't believe him. But now my voice, I'm good. I'm good. But so like I was saying, we're up on Leicester and Chelsea and Man City. 9 on Man and then 8 on the other two. What threats do we have looking forward? I mean, I just wrote that point up. Who's going to catch us? And what threats do we have looking forward? I mean, we have Man City. We have Man City away. It's another threat.
Okay.
I don't know Chelsea's schedule or Leicester's schedule coming out, but Leicester's been a tough team this season.
Do you remember when we played Leicester? Was that away or was that at Leicester?
We played Leicester at home.
Was it at home?
Played Leicester at home.
So if that's true, then that's something to be concerned of. Because let's talk about, all right, obviously Manchester City is our biggest opponent for sure, but who knows what the rest of the league is going to give us? We don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen. And Chelsea and Leicester. Let's talk about Leicester first. Leicester obviously won the league recently, okay? They won the league recently. You know, they won it 5,000 to 1 odds. No one expects them to win again. No one. No one expects them to win it again. So they kind of have that mentality of they have nothing to lose, and they're on a good run right now. Who knows what that run's going to do? They still have Vardy. You know, they could still wreak havoc. I mean, they lost Mahrez, they lost Maguire, but they could still put a run together that's going to win them the league, and that's going to be a tough opponent to play against. Someone like that.
We played
that's
them
going to be
home.
tough.
We did play them at home.
All right, so there's a big game potentially.
Yeah, Leicester
going
away.
Going to Leicester could be a big game, and then you got Chelsea who sit 8 points behind us right now. Got a young squad. We said this in the previous podcast. The fans are backing them. The fans are backing Frank Lampard. So they are right now setting up for a potentially good season. Being that they're a young side, they could easily fall apart at any moment. At any moment.
They don't have the experience.
No, exactly.
That Liverpool players
but
have right now.
That being said, Leicester won the league. So the Premier League, any soccer league, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So yeah, obviously City is scary. You know, City at home, or I'm sorry, City at the Etihad is a hard game, obviously. But we're what's up?
I have no voice. You're done. I'm trying. I can't be funny this podcast.
I know.
I mean, I think this is funny.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
But
it's real funny. I can't scream. Oh, this is brutal. Top leg, Liverpool. Oh, I messed it up. Liverpool, top of the leg. Liverpool, top of the league. No, loud, Andrew. Liverpool.
I can't.
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
What was I talking about?
We were just talking about Liverpool's difficulty. I think this, and I might be an unpopular opinion. I think this victory solidified the Reds'
Most
title
of your
race.
opinions are unpopular, but go ahead. Continue.
It's fine. Hey, what are you gonna do? I think that Liverpool. No, I'm serious. I think Liverpool solidified their case for the title with this game. I really do.
Really?
Yeah.
You're putting it out there like that. Okay.
Yeah. I will put $100 on the table right now and say that Liverpool wins the league.
I already owe you $6.
No, you don't. You owe me nothing.
I do from that little.
Soccer we were just playing.
Yeah, we were just playing soccer in my garage and we bet each other. He bet me $1, and I went double or nothing. Then I went triple or nothing. And I failed every one of them. I was trying to get a soccer ball into a 5-gallon bucket.
So speaking of goals, because you didn't hit any, let's talk about this game a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about some of the goals. Cause I can't. I'm trying, man.
This is funny. Okay, let's.
I can't wait for the podcast title.
Yeah. What's it going to be?
Silence. Today's episode, silence.
You know how someone commented how we laugh like hyenas on
Not
the show?
today.
Today we laugh like dying elderly hyenas. All right, let's talk about the goals.
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about them. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry. All right, so let's talk about the first goal that happened. Fabinho outside the 18 rocket and a possible handball from Trent. Let's first, before we talk about the glory that was that goal.
Okay.
Let's talk about the handball and what VAR did or didn't do. So I didn't get to, we were at Carragher's watching that game. Whenever we're at Carragher's or we went to Anfield, whenever we go to a bar to watch the game, I cannot focus on the game. I'm busy chanting. I mean, I'm watching the game, obviously, but just I can't retain information. It's funny. So I didn't look at any reviews of that handball. So this is just coming off the top of my head. It probably was a handball. That's just off the top of my head.
It was.
It probably was.
It was a handball.
And if that was a handball, that goal should have been disallowed. Because we mentioned in previous podcasts when we were talking about VAR, we talked about it when Divock got fouled and then whoever we were playing against went and scored against us. Who was that? Do you remember?
No.
United. It was United.
It was United?
Yeah. So Divock got fouled, and there was all this talk about where it happened on the field. Was it too far? And I say garbage to all that. Garbage. Who cares where on the field it happens? Was that the moment of change in push? And yes, it was. Like the goal happened. What happened? Trent handballed it, and then the goal wasn't. No, that was a different goal. Trent handballed it, and then that was the push. That was the counterattack in a sense.
It would have been a penalty.
Well, yeah, it would have been a penalty.
Exactly. It would have been down 1-0.
But forget about that.
It's a big call. It's a big call.
100%.
Big call that went in our favor. Liverpool, VAR has ruled against us many times.
Yeah.
And I know that Fab's goal was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous goal.
The goal of a lifetime.
But it was.
Goal of a lifetime.
It was an amazing shot. Beautifully hit, well struck.
Against City. Could you ask for a better opponent to score a goal like that?
Yeah. But if it's a handball, we say this every podcast.
Yeah.
Where are the standards? Yeah. Who's drawing the lines?
Yes.
Helen Keller? I mean, it just came up. I don't know. Like,
and that's the end of our show.
No, it's not. Oh, tell me, please. Tell me how you guys are all so emotionally attached to Helen Keller.
Yeah.
She lived 1,000. Are you related? I mean, come on. You can't get offended.
No.
And if you do, go listen to another podcast.
Yeah.
If you get offended, listen to another podcast. Just kidding. Stay. We love you. So what's the standard? Why again? Why again do we have a question on what are the rules of this sport that grosses billions and billions of dollars? What are the rules? Why do we not know?
And look what we're talking about. You just said it. You said you win some, you lose some, or what, Well,
we won this one.
But we won this one. But the statement, you win some, you lose some, that was happening way before VAR. So what has VAR changed? Nothing. Yeah. So in the VAR room for that handball, they either deemed it's not a handball, or once again they didn't want to overrule the ref, which we always talk about is garbage. Garbage.
It's trash. If VAR is the standard and the ref's wrong, the ref's wrong.
Yeah, and that was
throw bottles.
That was the first goal of the game. So I didn't look at any of the Manchesters, what all those guys are talking about. But that changes the course of a game, a goal. And it was the first one. So, if I was a City fan, I'd be majorly complaining right now. But again, you win some, you lose some. What's the point of VAR? We talk about it all the time. The goal was a thing. So that goal, when we watch the highlights of that goal, when you watch the top view camera, the speed at which the ball left his foot and then traveled, like if you and I went in that field and we videotaped ourselves from the same vantage point of where the camera was, and I kicked my best strike I could, it would have gone half as fast. That ball got to that net so incredibly fast. It was hit, perfectly.
Well struck.
Perfectly. A little tiny bit of backspin, but mostly no spin at all. Something else. And it wasn't off of one time. He touched it a couple times, got it in position, and struck it.
It was off a botched clearance too.
Yeah.
So like Mo, it was I think it was Mane to Mo.
Okay.
And Mo got lost in the shuffle. It was well defended.
Yeah.
And they tried to clear it, and it cleared right into Fabinho.
Yeah.
He was so good positionally to get that goal. Like how he maneuvered himself. He had time to settle the ball.
And he had the confidence enough to take the strike on.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And it goes to show you as a defender, man, when you clear that ball, you gotta just clear that ball.
Yeah.
A lot of times you try to be a little cheeky when you clear a ball, try to get it to a player. Man, there are sometimes you just gotta get rid of it, hit it as far up the field as you can, and that's a major mistake. Major mistake.
Yep.
It happens to us sometimes. I remember Trent clearing the ball recently, and it didn't go far enough, and it happens. But those are the consequences of it happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
No, it was a great goal. It was a beautiful goal. Fun to watch. Fun to cheer for.
And it happened so early.
It was so quick. It was so quick. 6 minutes, I think.
6 minutes
within 15.
Yeah, and then which brings us back to our 12th minute goal, or forward to our 12th minute goal, which was another thing of beauty. Go ahead, explain why that goal was so good and the build up to that goal.
That goal was incredible. I think you just want me to explain it because you like hearing me talk.
I do. I want to make fun of you. I want to make fun of your voice.
That goal, for me, was for me. That goal was everything Liverpool. Was that goal?
Yes.
That goal embodied everything that we are as Liverpool right now. You have Trent, who gains the ball at, not half, but not all the way back. He was
pretty far back.
He was pretty far back though. Full field cross to past half, in motion outside the 18 to Robbo. Hit Robbo, perfectly struck. Mm-hmm. The cross was just as amazing as the goal, I thought.
Yes.
Then Robbo brings it up the wing, crosses it to who? Mo. And what does Mo do? Delivers a beautiful header.
Yes.
A beautiful header right into the corner.
Yes.
It was such a good shot. Not the corner, the side, but...
Yeah, and it was a well-directed header by Mo. It was well anticipated. It bounced on the ground. A City defender is there blocking his view. Everything was going against him. And that was a very hard header. Very hard. He had to redirect it into the proper space off of a bounce. Have enough power. I mean, that's
and fullback to fullback though.
Yeah,
fullback.
It was fullback to Harry Beck
to Harry Beck.
I don't know. I don't know if his back is hairy. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably. But no, our fullbacks were. They were outrageous that game. I thought they played really well. I mean, Trent. So I think Trent defensively, he didn't perform as well as I've seen him play. I mean, mind you, like you said, you're at Carragher's, you're watching the ball. Yeah. He had a great game. Yeah. I'm not saying he had a bad game.
Yeah.
But defensively, he kind of looked. He was getting beat a couple times. He had a couple bad beats. Mm-hmm. I mean, mind you, he was on either Aguero or De Bruyne.
Exactly.
How are you going to defend against that?
And one thing we can take from that, especially from that goal, the Salah goal, is that Trent must have tiny balls.
Because he kicks long balls.
Because that ball he gave to Robbo was beautiful.
And Robbo kicked long balls.
Yeah, so if you don't know what we're talking about, that was a couple podcasts ago we were talking about.
It was the last podcast I rapped about it.
You did rap about it on the last podcast, but...
When I had a voice.
We brought up the point about do long balls get in the way of long balls? So anyway, go listen back.
So we got Fabinho's goal. Beautiful. Fabinho's goal.
Yes.
Beautiful goal. Mo's equally beautiful goal off of an equally beautiful cross from an equally beautiful boy.
Before you continue, I want to talk about, that was a fullback to fullback like you mentioned.
Yeah.
And we say this a lot, but just how important our fullbacks are to this side. And something we mentioned last week, we were talking about how, I think it was against Genk, our last podcast, how against the team who's going to sit back, we're kind of iffy, and look at what we were able to do against a team that's really good. City is really good. And we were able to play our game against them. And that's our game right there.
Yeah,
direct soccer, fullback to Mo. And that's our style.
Or insert striker here.
Yeah, exactly.
Insert well positioned striker here.
And it's just, man, that system we have is just something else. It's something else. I don't know. You look at teams like City, like Barcelona, a very possession minded team. They often play through the middle. And here we go as Liverpool, and that's just not our system.
Nope.
I mean, we do get some really good
sideline, goal.
Yeah. We just control the middle, but just dish it out to our wingers, our fullbacks. Throw it in. Yeah, it's something else. I'm sorry. Continue.
So no, you're fine. I was just talking. We had Fabinho's goal. We had Mo's beautiful goal.
Yeah.
And now we got to talk about Sadio's goal.
Yeah. Sadio Mane running down the wing. Mane. Hear the cockfights sing, Mane, we won it in Madrid.
I'm not singing. I can't. I'm trying, dude. I'm so chanted out. I will chant with you every day, except for right now.
What were we singing on the way home? Do you remember what we were singing?
So we were trying to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone."
Yes.
And with a raspy voice, and I don't even. If I could hold on, I'll try to do it right now.
Never
is that you really trying to sing?
No,
really
I'm
trying to sing. Are you okay?
Well, but if you sing it, you can't use your.
I know. I won't.
You have to use
I'll
your
just
throat
sing it right
voice.
now. I'll just sing it right now.
And you'll never.
Oh yeah, your voice is fine. I can't. And you'll never. I can't. Never walk alone. gone. That's me literally trying, no diaphragm, just trying to sing. You'll never walk.
This is our drive home.
Alone, walk on. So you also have.
Okay, wait. Can I interrupt you one more?
No, we're getting back to it. Mane's diving header. A great.
It wasn't diving.
Yes, it was.
It was?
Yes, it was. Yes, Mane left his feet diving header. It was beautiful.
Okay.
Off of the Henderson cross. Do you want to watch a highlight video again?
It wasn't diving. We just watched it. Now don't watch it. It's going to take too much time. It's going to take too much time.
We can talk about it though. Talk about at least talk about Jordan Henderson's cross while I pull this up and show you.
All right, so Jordan Henderson gets a lot of hate all the time for some strange freaking reason, Marius.
And Andrew.
And Andrew. Yes. He gets all this hate, and man, he had two city defenders on him for that.
His podcast.
And this is brutal, man. He had two city defenders on him, and he gets that cross away. It almost went out. Gets that cross away. Sadio made a beautiful run that was not defended by City, not defended at all. It was poor defending by them, and Sadio had a very Andrew Robertson-like header from against Genk. Was it Genk?
Yeah.
But that was from Sadio to Robbo. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 goals scored off of these.
Yes, 2. It's not racist.
Here you go.
Oh, here we go. So Henderson's got the ball. He's got the ball. He's up the wing. 2 defenders on him. Crosses it to a
diving header.
More like a header and then he falls.
To a diving header.
More like a header and then he falls.
That's not a diving header. You play soccer your whole life, and that's not a diving header?
I don't know. I don't think so. I got to watch it again.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at Pep. He's so upset. Him and his hoodie.
He spent the whole game sitting in a chair.
Smoking a PCP cigarette.
No, it wasn't PCP cigarette. It was just the pipe.
Just the pipe. Just the glass pipe. Here it goes.
So here
Henderson's
goes. Henderson up the wing. Cross. Dive. Cross.
Here we go. On his feet.
Dive.
Fell afterwards.
No, that's no way.
Fell afterwards.
All right. So it's a diving header.
Email us, theanfieldhumidor@gmail.com. Was it a diving header?
We're going to make this a clip. We're making this an Instagram clip. Okay. We'll get replies.
Will we?
Nobody knows how to write emails anymore.
No.
I think it's gone. Even the woman that tried to send us the video doesn't know how to write emails anymore.
Yeah, where are you?
theanfieldhumidor@gmail.com.
What are the odds of that lady listening to this podcast? Slim.
Does she have a card?
Slim because she didn't use the boys' room.
Does she have a card? Did you give her a card?
I don't know if I gave her a card.
I think I did.
Did you?
She has one.
All right.
So, great goal.
Yes.
Great goal from Mane.
Yep.
Love to see Mane and Salah score in the same game. I love to see
Beautiful.
that. I love it. Give me that Fabinho goal. I know that. Yeah, it was a great goal. Probably, arguably, the best goal of the game.
Yep.
But I like seeing our 2 strikers. I like it. I like it a lot.
You like seeing those other 2 goals because the Fabinho goal was a freak goal. It was a freak goal.
It was a nuts goal.
Yeah, nuts.
Shouldn't have happened.
The other goal,
Literally.
the best one was the Mo Salah one in my opinion because it showed the strength of our team and what we're all about. And the other one, again, another Liverpool goal. Hendo working hard to get that cross off. Sadio making a great run. But yeah, it was an unbelievable game. Again, it's hard for me to find things to say about that game because I could never watch that closely at Carragher's. But it looked to me like it wasn't our best performance. But granted, we were playing against City, who was playing pretty well. City had a lot of good things going on.
Aguero had a ton of chances.
Yep.
Just botched wide right. He kept going far post.
Yep. Allison had a couple very clutch saves that he parried wide. Keep it away from everyone else. So yeah, I mean, you imagine we didn't have Allison in goal. Remember the one you said Allison's not in goal? If Allison wasn't in goal for that strike, it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
So he came in clutch as usual.
That brings us to Silva's goal.
Okay.
So do you remember that one, Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
So there was a potential. You saw Klopp screaming on the sidelines after it was
Fabinho
nice.
for Fabinho being taken down.
Yeah. So Fabinho got taken down.
Yeah.
And I know. Listen, I said it right when we started the podcast. That was a handball.
Yeah.
Where's the challenge? Where's the review? What's going on? I think we should have had a clean sheet.
Yeah.
We should have had a clean sheet. That was a foul on Fab. It was.
What do you mean handball?
So Trent's handball.
Oh, I see.
Listen, that goes against me, but I'm saying if you're going to keep it consistent, call it a handball. If you're going to keep it consistent, we also should have had a foul.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to look at it closely.
I mean,
it looked like he went down a little bit easy, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a tough call. who cares with VAR what they did looking at? Who cares about that? Because they're not going to overturn it anyway if it was a foul.
All right,
you know what I mean?
I want you to think about VAR.
Okay.
And sum it up in one word in your head. Don't say it yet. Don't say it. Okay. And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to say it after 3. Okay. The one word that sums up all of VAR in your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sucks.
What'd you say?
Sucks.
1, 2, 3.
Sucks.
I can't hear you.
Sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah.
It does suck. Just like my voice.
Just so you know, what Hughes did was not a word. Okay.
Yeah, I did. PPPHHFFF Man of the match. Man of the match.
Fabinho.
Man of the match.
Fabinho.
Fab.
Not only did he score a great goal, he had a great game
Yeah.
as well. Oh, wreaking havoc in that midfield, winning tackles, doing his thing.
Controlled the midfield.
Yeah.
Made that midfield was his.
Yeah, it was good.
You know?
He had a great game. Great
I
game.
agree with you.
Trent also had a great game. I want to say, Salah did good things as well, obviously. Scored the goal. And he had that other great shot that was on target. And there was a great save. So that, I think, leaving that game, Mo Salah's going to come away with some confidence, considering he scored the goal and had that really one good strike, which was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm happier with the Fab call.
Yeah.
I like Fab as a man.
Yep.
It's man of the match, yes. Potentially man of the season. And you know what? We didn't talk about Virgil.
We didn't.
Virgil had a great game too.
Yeah.
He had a great game. He was positioned.
Often goes unnoticed.
Like we just did it.
Yeah.
Like that just proves our point from last podcast, right?
Yep.
Like we take Virgil van Dijk for granted. And Allison Becker.
Yeah.
We take some of those guys because they're not scoring goals.
Yeah, it's the nature
You
of
know?
soccer.
I know,
The nature of
but
soccer.
we got to sing their praises
I
a little
know.
bit. Verge had a great game.
He did.
He had a great game. Positionally outrageous. Him, Allison, Lovren. Love seeing Lovren in there.
Yeah, he did decent.
Lovren picked up where Matip can't. He
Yep.
can't play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just all around great game. Fab with the man of the match. I think personally.
I agree.
You think?
I agree.
Good game.
I think he actually got the man of the match as well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
right.
I like asking personal.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
posts their own things.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care what the
I agree.
actual man of the match is.
I agree.
I care about ours.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Man
I
of
want
the
you to
match, Kyle Walker.
I want you to get into this next segment the proper way.
Okay, I'll try.
You alone.
I'll try. All right, this next segment is Ale quotes.
Not bad.
That was good.
Very good.
I had to go from the diaphragm.
Very good. Yeah. Now,
That's the name of my sex tape.
Oh, interesting. I like it. Now go from the throat.
Ale. I can't.
That was better. I like
bad.
that one. All right, go ahead. Read the quote.
Can you read it, please? You have a voice.
I can. All right.
I'm doing a lot of reading
Reading out loud is tough for me. Okay, here we go.
because you're homeschooled.
I know. Really? And I've read one book in my whole life. Okay. The big game got the big
Who's
performance
the quote
required.
by?
It doesn't say. Oh, here we go at the bottom. Neil Jones from goal.com. All right. The big game
What
got...
segment are we doing right now?
You already said it.
What do we do?
Alea quotes.
What do we do, though?
We say quotes.
Nobody knows that.
This is the worst. Oh. All right. This is Alea quotes. And this is where we read quotes and we dissect them, we discuss them, we give our opinions. Andrew gives his dumb opinions.
Yep.
Okay? Yep. Okay, here we go. Can I read it now?
Yep.
Okay, this is by Neil Jones from goal.com. Is that enough?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. The big game got the big performance required. And for Liverpool, the biggest of the 3 points and the biggest step towards ending that long wait for a Premier League title. Jurgen Klopp would have dreamt it like this last night. His team had been asked the question, could they deliver with the light shone bright? Could they stare down Manchester City, the champions, the record breakers, the treble winners? They could.
And they did.
I love the ending.
They could.
They could.
Neil
I love
Jones,
that.
what a quote.
I love that.
What a quote.
Love it.
That quote, when I was reading it, and then after watching the game,
Yeah.
that quote kind of made me realize, I think Liverpool really did.
I got you. That's why you said what you said.
Get a big victory from this. A big victory.
Yeah.
Bigger than just the 3 points.
Yes.
Bigger than just the 3 points. I think it solidified the race for the title. They're 11 for 12 with one draw.
Yeah.
I love it.
I hate to think like that, but you might be right. You might be right. What do you think is going to happen this season with the Champions League? What does your heart tell you on that one?
I mean, Klopp won the league last year.
The Champions League. Yeah.
last year. We're talking about Champions League.
Yeah.
You know, you as a coach, and I don't know a lot about this, you kind of got to pick your games, right? So
You mean like your leagues or your?
you pick your starting lineups.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna see. So we play Napoli at home. That's a big game. That's make or
Yes.
break for the top of the group stages.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have our second team. You have Divock instead of Salah. You know, you have Ox in for
So
Henderson.
you're saying that you expect him to go for the Premier League?
I
this
think
year?
he's going for the Premier League. I guess, long story short, I should have said that. I
No,
think
no,
he's.
that's fine.
I mean, but I don't know a ton about that. Like,
Yeah.
As a coach, do you like? Because back-to-back champions. Good
I
night.
think
You know.
I think that depends on where you're sitting everywhere. You know, like
Yeah.
I think as of right now, you go for both hard.
I want them both.
Yeah.
I want them both. What does my
Right
heart
now.
say? I want the league. I
You
want
know,
the league.
if you win, if you have the league settled, you know, you're however many points ahead. The league is settled for 4 games before the end of the season. You know, all right.
Imagine settling the league with 4 games left and
it'd be
still
awesome.
being in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh my red
And that
line.
was the beauty
That's
of that.
nuts.
That was the beauty of last season, was the fact that we didn't win the league, and it was depressing. We were so close, and then we go ahead and win the Champions League. It was like it was perfect. It was perfect. It was like, had we not won the Champions, had we lost to Tottenham, that would have been
Blow.
the season now might be different. It might be. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It really would.
Yeah.
There would be a desperation about this season. Right now, there's not a desperation as much. There's a desperation to win the league, but it's still, because we won the Champions League, we got something. You know what I mean? And we won the Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup. That's great as well.
Yeah, another
You know what I
trophy.
mean?
But I just think
really
like
cool.
the league is just so much we were so close, dude.
Yeah.
Last year, so close.
As close as you could
we
be.
were 10 minutes. We had it for 10 minutes.
We did.
We had
Yes.
the league for not maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah,
before stinking Aguero.
Freaking Aguero, man.
Freaking Aguero.
Freaking Whitehead. Dye your hair, dude. Why
You know
you
what?
dyeing
We
your
didn't
hair
talk
white?
about Sergio Aguero's goal against Liverpool. He hasn't scored against Liverpool.
Nah. I see what you did. I see what you did there. I see that.
But just the fact that we were so close. So close.
We're
to the
shaking.
league
We're
last year.
shaking our fists.
No, everybody watches on YouTube.
What a lie.
The league is just it's screaming Klopp's
Yes.
name. He wants it, I think. And I don't know.
Shh. Do you hear the league?
Sounds like me.
Klopp. You hear that?
This podcast. You know what I mean? What the heck are we trying to do here? Let's just. Yeah, have you listened to
What kind of last name is Klopp?
have you-
Klopp?
Yeah,
Flop?
that's what I'm saying.
Flop,
Floppy
flop?
Cloppy? Like he's a bunny? I'm not slamming him. I'm just making fun of his name.
Jurgen. I like Jurgen. Jurgen's cool.
Who won, the tortoise or the Klopp? We should make a graphic of Pep Guardiola as the tortoise.
You okay?
And then a Klopp with like floppy ears. Like,
Will anyone put that together?
I'll do it.
You okay? No, I mean, will anyone realize that the Kloppy, Klopp, flop, flop, you know what I mean?
Doesn't the tortoise win?
He does.
Oh no!
Oh.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like we have like
Yeah.
this system and stuff. Have you heard half the podcasts out there? They're ludicrous.
They are, yes.
They're ludicrous.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
crazy.
They are.
And then all of them sound so stat heavy.
Yeah.
Screw those podcasts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Screw them.
You know my favorite podcast right now?
What?
Is the Bill Burt podcast.
Oh, you like that one?
Dude,
That's good.
they sit there, they smoke. Shout out Bill Burt and Burt Kreischer. Bill Burr and
Burr.
Burt Kreischer.
Yeah, horrible name for a podcast.
Yeah, bad name. Just because I type in
That's
Bill
like
Burt,
that's like we
Bill
named
Burr.
our podcast The Anfield Raps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's too similar.
It's Bill Burt podcast.
So instead, we went really far away and named it The Anfield Humidor.
yeah, we had to. But they sit there for 2 hours and
Yeah.
45 minutes and just smoke cigars and just talk about funny stuff.
Yeah, it's a good
And
podcast.
we can't be explicit on our podcast.
Yeah.
But I just sometimes, man, let's just.
Yeah,
what
we
do
gotta go for it.
Hold on, Okay, now we're dissecting just read the quote. Let's talk about the quote. That's what we do
That's
here.
what we're doing.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
If you want quality, you got it. You got it.
Do they?
Yeah, 100%.
That wasn't the point you were just making, though.
No, if you want quality, you got it.
Oh, you got it from other people.
No, you got quality from us.
Oh, of
this
course.
is quality.
Of course.
I think it's quality.
I'm just confused. You're going back and forth here.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm saying systematically stuff that's systematic isn't higher quality than stuff that's crazy.
True.
It's not a.
Andrew, I just want to keep hearing you talk.
I can't talk.
I'm just egging you on so I can keep hearing
trying.
this.
Listen, we talk about nothing.
That's what Andrew sounds like in bed.
We talk about nothing while talking about something. That's what we do. Who are you laughing at? No one's making jokes. It's just you.
I'm laughing at myself.
It's like when you record the podcast by yourself.
Yes.
And you have to laugh at your own jokes.
Let me. Can I say something about when I record the podcast by myself? It obviously
Our listener count is just.
No, but listen. Here's the funny part. You know, I can see the retention. I can see when people stop listening to our podcast, and I get worse retention when it's by myself. Obviously, it's not as funny. It's not as interesting. But it also gets less views overall. So how do they know I'm by myself before they press the play button?
You say like all by myself again on the
No,
title.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't on the last one. It's like they know. They saw the title. I don't think Andrew's coming to that one. Oh, it's so fire. Let's finish this. Let's finish this podcast. All right, we're going to do after that lovely win against Manchester City at Carragher's, we went outside Carragher's. We did some interviews with some of the people we watched the game with, which was a lot of fun. We had a good time doing that. We're just going to shout out a couple of the guests we had. We had Cedric, a.k.a. Sato.
Sato from Kenya.
From Kenya, the
crazy
Arsenal
Kenyan
fan. We had Abi from India. We had Connor from Brooklyn. I think it was from Brooklyn. Yep. Kuvi, he was a Firmino fan. Don't know where he was from. South Africa, I think he said South Africa, but I can't remember. We had Amos, that Christmas sweater wearing boy.
You had that coolest Liverpool Christmas sweater on.
And gave a great interview. We had Patrick and his friend from the UK. I think his name's Harvey.
He said Avi.
He said Avi.
He said it with a Avi.
Avi.
It's probably Harvey.
I think it's Harvey.
But we say it like trash.
We say Harvey. No, that's Scottish. Okay.
Scurvy.
And then we had Tevin. Who's also Kenyan, Tevin, I believe.
Yeah. It's a good interview
because he came talking to Cedric in their Swahili.
It was a good interview.
Can I hear your Swahili impression? Okay, here we go.
No. But so those guys, we're gonna actually put together a interview clip, just some of the best moments of that interview. We're gonna insert it here. And just
I'm going to insert it. It may or may not have bad language in it. So if you have any kids in the car,
turn
it down for this.
Turn it down because we can't control what other people say.
Exactly. And I don't know. I'm still figuring out how this whole iTunes podcast thing works with language. Whether you're explicit, like I have ours is not explicit. But we do talk about some risque things.
Risque.
I'd
go higher, but I can't. Risque.
So I don't know how it works, people. I have no idea. So it's we're gonna insert that. In here.
Yep. And then we'll be right back.
So enjoy.
It is the Anfield Humidor Podcast. I'm Brian. That's Andrew. What's your name? Patrick and
Avi.
All right, go ahead, Andrew.
It's good to meet you guys. First off, what did you think about the game?
Yeah, it was a good result. Saw that bold swat sit down the whole game. Pep Guardiola didn't have much to say until the end when there was 2 handballs which weren't given, and the second one was definitely not. And the first one was definitely a penalty.
Definitely.
And we got away with it, and it absolutely rubbed salt in that bold swat's face.
All right, first off, Connor, where are you coming from, and what do you think about the game?
Coming from Brooklyn, solid win against a team fighting for the top 4.
Yep.
Can't be mad about that.
Nope.
Would have liked a clean sheet, but it's okay. I'll settle.
We'll settle. We'll settle for 3-1.
Yeah. I will say that I would have gotten $2,400 on 60 if they hit 4-1. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, but it wasn't that possible.
That game almost, it should have been 3-3 with some of the shots they had on goal.
No, what are you talking about?
No. See, that's a normal keeper maybe, but we have Allison. So that's like a half a shot. It's like not even a full chance.
Did you want to see Kyle Walker in goal?
I did. Yeah. In the 85th minute, he had a chance of that header, and I thought it was pretty early for bring their keeper on. I wasn't expecting the keeper to come forward in the 85th minute, which was surprising. It was surprising. And then Pep was all like, 2. I'm like, no, you're in 4th, Pep. You're in 4th.
Yeah. So, first off, what'd you think about the game?
I think that was a Premier League classic. I mean, if you
classic.
in the next
Beautiful.
couple of years, you go down, you'll see highlights of the game, and you're like, you know what? I know when I was, and I know how that match went.
Because we all remember last year's match against City at home. You know what I mean? You remember that. You remember that type of stuff.
Liverpool and City matches have been incredible, even when we're not in the title race.
No, we're interviewing. No, you're good. You're good.
So even when we're not in the title race, we've had incredible matches.
Yes.
And it's because both the teams just give 100%. All on the field, and there's not that much like bad blood that spills over into the press conferences that much because of Pep and Klopp having so much respect for each other.
Yes.
But this match was for the ages. It was
Yeah, go on.
If Guardiola and Klopp got in a fight, who would win? Who would win?
It would be Pep because he complained to the police so much they'd fucking believe his story. He's the biggest fucking moaner you've ever met. Honestly, that guy could have the best day on fucking planet Earth and he'd have something to fucking complain about. That guy has got more fucking gremlins in his fucking bonnet than I've fucking ever seen a problem car with.
Should we have thrown more bottles at the bus?
No, there weren't any bottles thrown or bricks. That guy is just full of fucking shit. On the day, we were the better team over the season. We're the better team, and we're going to win it by 50.
You ask these guys who's the favorite player of the year.
No,
None of them answered.
The one and only. We're Liverpool. They say our days are numbered. We're not famous anymore. Scousers run the country like we've always done before. Oh, Campione, the one and only. We're Liverpool.
One Scotsman, one Senegalese. 4 arms, 4 legs, 4 testes. 1 white forehead, 1 black forehead. 2 goals came off of these. What do you think about it?
A scale from 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
It's not racist.
It's not racist.
It's not
No,
racist.
you're just pointing stuff out.
How could it be racist?
How is that racist?
Because we live in a society where everything you say is
No, this page is not. It's not even close to that.
Yeah.
it's a nice quote.
What is it?
Scale from 1 to 10.
Scale to 1 to 10? I think it's
Four
a 9.
arms.
It's a 9!
Oh,
2
nice!
9s!
You're the
I
man.
got 2
You're the man.
9s!
You're the man. We love it.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, this poem's about our goalie. Okay? Listen back to me.
All right.
Built strong like a wrecker, tall like a double-decker, face of a nerd, reach of a bird. I think we'll call you Allison Wood-Becker.
Oh, this is the Anfield Humidor podcast. We just interviewed Sado right here, and he has something to say about Brian and Andrew from the Anfield Humidor podcast. Tell us, Sado.
I forgot about it. I should have said it. These 2 are sick. They need help. They are so sick. I couldn't handle it. I'm an Arsenal fan, and they were driving me crazy. They kept telling me 6. I don't know what the fuck 6 means, but anyway.
Yes, you do.
6 times,
Yes,
baby.
you do.
6 times, Seth.
Oh, 6 times. What?
6 times.
European
champions.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to sleep with somebody for 6 times. Jesus.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
These guys are crazy. I love them though. I love them.
We love you, bro. We love you.
But they're crazy. Their podcast is the best in USA. They don't have anything like this in here.
Hey, it's my first time in New York in this bar, and I would come back if I came again. You boys made a good noise, and this is where to go in Liverpool.
And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that little interview segment. I hope we get to do that again. And
Yeah,
the
me
next
too.
game, maybe we'll go to the Everton game.
Oh, so much fun.
We'll do some more
yeah.
interviews, and that was an awesome time. I wish we could do that every single game. Go to Carragher's, interview afterwards. But
Tons of fun.
We got 3 kids, 4 kids between us, almost 5 kids.
5
between
kids
us.
between us.
Full-time jobs. Wow. Yep.
Wow.
And we still give this quality podcast to you for free.
For free.
And we ask nothing.
For free.
And all we ask in return is that you like and subscribe. And send us any questions or comments to the Anfield Humidor at gmail.com. That's the Anfield Humidor at gmail.com.
But no, we look forward to Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace,
we
our
have
next
an
game.
international break, so don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt for your international clubs.
And it's quite a busy international. Yeah, it's quite busy. And then we have to go to Crystal Palace away, which is no fun.
Yeah,
That's no fun.
4 days after the international break ends.
Yep,
So
that's
Klopp
no
was
fun.
saying, they travel international break, 4 days, come back. Well, they come back 4 days, Crystal Palace away.
Yeah.
So then they come back 4 days, but they have to fly.
Yep.
And then Crystal Palace away. So.
Yep. Not ideal. Not ideal.
But good podcast, good win.
Good win.
And we'll see you next time, guys.
That's it. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Yes,
That's a Joe Rogan.
Oh, does he?
He does. He kisses
he
every
kisses
time.
it. Joe, why do you got to ruin everything?
Yeah, he does.
No, we're keeping this in here.
We're keeping this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mwah.
You know how loud that's
We
gonna
love
be.
you.